Hey everybody, welcome. It's Kirk Sheppard. This is the Sappy Critic, and I am very excited today to be talking to the director of Falcon Theatre's first show of the season, Piper N. Davis. She's going to be directing Guess Who's Coming to Dinner on their stage. Now, we recorded this interview, and we've neglected to mention that even though this is Piper's first time directing for the stage at Falcon, she did direct Ben Butler, which ended up being a filmed production during COVID. So we wanted to make sure we didn't forget that she was part of that production. She was the director of that production, Ben Butler. So we're going to talk to Piper about Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. So sit back, enjoy. Piper N. Davis, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. Glad to be here.
It is always a pleasure to see you. I haven't seen you in a while because of COVID. I haven't been around, and we haven't seen anybody, really. So I'm excited to get out and come visit the theaters again and see what's going on. The show you're directing, your first time directing at Falcon.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Is Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, which is, of course, is the play based on the film, or how does that work?
They adapted it from the
Okay. So the film is from the 60s, 1967, Sidney Poitier, right? And it's basically a white lady bringing home her African-American boyfriend to the family to meet for the first time. Yeah?
Yes. That's exactly it.
And I'm assuming lots of feelings and lots of things happen and lots of discussion about race and class and other things. Is that fair?
Absolutely. And then there are a lot of surprises that ensue.
Oh, excellent. We don't want to give those away. We want to make sure people get their tickets to go see the show, which opens up, by the way, on Friday night, September the 24th at Falcon Theatre in Newport, Kentucky. But I'm very curious. So this is the first time you've directed at Falcon. I know you've been trying to line up your schedules and find a show for you to do. What about this one was appealing to you? What about this show was like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do?
Well, first of all, I loved it when I was younger. And then the fact that they brought it to a play and I got to read it, and I was like, this is fantastic. And what's going on then is not so different than what's going on now. There's a thread. And I love looking at shows where you can open yourself up racially and you can see things that happen then and now because it's still relevant. So we're bringing something relevant. And it was also because it's an intimate theater. I love theater that grabs you and pulls you in. And so because it was intimate, you could drop right into the scene and be a part of it.
Yeah.
And you could see one side or another in somebody.
Yeah. So it's a lot of opportunities to hear each person's point of view and be right there in the thick of it in that space. If you've not been to Falcon, you need to get there this season for sure. You're the first of an all-female director lineup this year, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about all their shows throughout the season, I'm sure, here on the Sappy Critic. But let's talk about your cast. This is the cast list here. Pretty good-sized cast for that small stage.
9 people.
Yeah, and one of them is Jim Hopkins, who people may know from Cincinnati Shakespeare Company. I'm excited to see his performance in that theater. That'll be, I think I've never seen him up close, maybe apart from a Fringe show. I don't think I've ever been really close to him in this way. So that's going to be exciting.
It's dynamic, fantastic to work with. Being in the room with him is going to be a phenomenal experience. I
can't wait. Tell us about these two young people. I don't know them very well. These are your the two leads of the show. I guess if there are leads, maybe it's an ensemble piece, but they're the young couple that we're talking about, right?
Yes, Zoe and Ryan Chavez. They are fantastic. They're fantastic as a couple individually. They make the stage pop. They're going to be new to a lot of people. I'm excited to be presenting them. I guess I shouldn't say present them because they've been on stages before, but this is a new audience.
They've not been at Falcon that I know of. I don't think I've seen them there, so that's going to be exciting. I can't wait. So, what should people know about the show? What should they know before they come out? And we'll get them there. Let's get people to the theater. Let's get them there.
Let's get them there.
Yeah, how do we?
They're going to see phenomenal talent on stage. They're going to be brought into the room and expect to feel. because that's what we've been missing. We've been out on COVID. We've been looking at things on the screen. Well, you get to get in the room, be live and in person, and feel the vibe and get to experience emotions with other people, because this show has a connection to everyone. There are so many different sides, and you get to experience it live.
I love that. So you get your tickets at falcontheater.net or falcontheater.com. I think either one of them works for the show opening up Friday night, September the 24th, runs on the weekends through October the 9th. I'll be there on Saturday of opening weekend, so if you want to come hang out with me, come that night. But we'll be there, they'll be there the whole month run there. It's going to be exciting to see it. Piper, I'm so glad that you're directing, and I'm so glad that you're at Falcon, and I'm so glad that you're here, and I can't wait to see you and hug you in real life sometime soon.
I appreciate that. Thank you for having me, and we look forward to seeing y'all.
Everybody get out to Guess Who's Coming to Dinner at Falcon Theater, and we'll see you next time here on the Sappy Critic.